Okay. Good evening, everybody. We're on center court. This is north of the pier, Santa Monica Beach, California. Along with everybody else, I'm Jason DeBiz. Thank you for having me in your living room. Thank you for having me on your tablet. Thank you for having me on your iPhone at Starbucks. Got a feature matchup of true 1 versus 2 on center court to finish out pool play. Got Kaylee Jones. We have Haley. Haley what? Haley Anderson. I got her name right here. It actually says it on there. Kaylee and Haley Anderson rolling for serve. The girl in the blue top is Kara Griffin-Ruwin and her partner, the great Casey Wong. We're going 2 sets to 21. There's no third set. This is all about points. For those of you that just tuned in, Kaylee and Haley split, so they're right now 2-2, where Griffin-Ruwin and Wong have run roughshod over the entire pool, but that's about to change. Pretty nice day. We got a little bit of wind going left to right on your TV screen. That's Ocean Strand. The diagonal is away from us, so that makes the other side advantage side. So,
LMU, welcome to Get Notice Beach Volleyball. We're now at 21 schools that have arrived.
Deron Forbes excited about the level of college recruits out here. Dane Blanton was in the house somewhere. Of course, the great John Mayer, who looked like the same person he was 10 years ago, is here. Stein Metzger earlier on. So the great Mike Campbell, Long Beach State head coach and now proud father. It's the first serve of the game, and here we go. Cross court. Nice string creation out of the middle. That ball is dug. Looking to score first. Sydney. Out of the middle. Tape shot. Dug. They go to Wong. Wong dug again, and there's a 1-over. And now, oh my goodness, this is a circus. Who's going to win this ugly play? Recreating her string, will it be Kaylee? Up and down set, Kaylee Jones is one down the line, and there's the first point on an incredibly sloppy play to start the first match, to start the first set of the match, excuse me. Scores 1-0. Once again, the other side of the net is what I would affectionately refer to as advantage side. There's the up and down, there's the cross court, and that ball sails wide and off to a quick 2-0 lead. Are the girls of Endless Summer. Jones and Anderson. Once again, this is a Get Noticed Beach Volleyball showcase, recruiting showcase. We got, so far, on site, we have 21 coaches representing 21 universities. Florida well represented. I think there's a net violation, so that's a shot counts and the foul. And now getting on the board are Griffin-Ruwin and Wong. Griffin-Ruwin the serve. That's a position 4 serve, is a pretty good one. And there's the up and down, and that ball looked like it was sailing out. All the symptoms of going out except for one thing, that went in. 31. Kaylee Jones out of Bishop Montgomery High School. She is a junior. It's going to play for the great Mike Campbell, who happens to be sitting right behind me, chilling, minding his own business. There's the up and down, and that ball barely touches the bottom of the tape, and now the score is 2-3. A little bit of a left balloon that ran out of air. Wong with the serve. Griffin-Ruwin and Wong out of Sand Lakes Volleyball Club. There's the up and down set, a little bit of a drifter. Nice move on the reverse. However, once again, doesn't make it over. They're serving strand side, so obviously they're going after a specific player, and that's Kaylee Jones. Kaylee goes cross court, and that ball's hit right down the line like an artist, and there's a switch. Lead is 4-3. Nice. I got my guy gracing me with some sweet potato fries and a little bit of love. The love I get for free. There's a serve out of position 1, and there's an ace. Nice serve by Kaylee Jones. I think she's the wrong server, but I'm not going to tell anybody. Pretty sure Haley was supposed to serve, but your secret is safe with me, Kaylee Jones. There's the up and down. That ball goes short. It's been very productive serve. It's gotten a lot of down ball and free balls. There's the one-arm bandit. Drifter out of the middle. Wrist away, wrist away, wrist away. Goes Kaylee Jones. Score is now 6-3 in this first set. Pretty good weather. As long as the sun's out, it's warm, and when it's not, it's not. Typical winter desert weather out here. And there's another ace. Same place, same results. Mini jump floated to position 1, or as the beach players would say, zone 1. Couple of aces and a down ball results in a 4-point lead. The score is 7-3. And wow, it doesn't look like she's concentrating on a particular player. Just looks like that's a little sticky, but maybe there's a discussion about that, maybe not. That ball's dug. Looking to go cross court. No, that ball's dug again. Up and down, and she takes it. Looking to get to 4. Wong. Down the middle. Another one-arm bandit. Drifter to the right side. Got it! We got a Jones for Kaylee. Goes cross court. The score is now 8-3, and this is where volleyball maturity or lack thereof takes over. Should have called a timeout. Should do so now. I always tell my girls, they trail by 10 and they call a timeout. I'm like, why? What are we talking about? Are we talking about the price of fresh food? Or are we talking about, there's another ace. We're talking about Avengers Endgame? Because we're not here to talk about volleyball. There's another ace. That's Kaylee's third ace of the set. There's the up and down and a little bit of a bullet. That's handled a little bit better. There's a switch. There's the wrist away. Perfect. Bait and switch on that. Haley off the outstretched hand of Wong, and now take a ridiculously commanding lead by 7. The score is 10-3. Scouting report on Jones is she can give up a lot of points, but she certainly gets them. She gets them. They come in a hurry. Very emotionally balanced player, not too high, not too low. Something any decent coach is looking for, and that ball just out of bounds. And there's your switch. And at least for now, the bleeding stops for Team Sandlegs. There was a significant wind advantage, but it seemed to have died down, and constant pressure on the left shoulder serve on position 4 has finally paid dividends as Griffin-Ruwin gets her first ace of the match. Highly competitive all the way through. Sometimes it's about constant pressure more so than it is about instant fast results. Another left shoulder serve, and Kaylee tries the matrix one, and that ball's an ace. That's 2 aces in a row. And just like I said, Kaylee can give them up just as fast as she gets them. It's just about how many. Left shoulder serve, nice recovery, nice step in. And there's the cut, and once again, just past the outstretched left hand of Casey Wong. There's a tape shot, and does she get another one? No, there's a free ball situation just inside the antenna. Up and down set, she goes to the net looking for the cut. Beautiful. Wow, beats the I formation on that. Everybody went right, and she just went left. 12-6, doubling up on the score. There's no technical timeout. Both teams are afforded 1 timeout. Not allowed to coach during the match. That includes the switch offs, and
5, 8, and 18 to finish.
That ball never makes it over, and
division, we have 25 teams.
they got one more, guys. Oh, timeout. Oh, timeout. Sorry.
Court 5. Hopefully you guys
The
have
timeout
all
is called, and they're
scores
coming my
from
way.
your court.
And they shouldn't. They should be going Jaren's way. I am idle this match. I cannot coach.
Working hard.
So what does Griffin-Ruwin and Wong have to do to come back in this match? Well, first things first, they have to neutralize that position 1 zone 1 pass from south to north that Kaylee's enjoyed so much success. Take care of that first hit. Second, they need to be able to not get mesmerized by hitter body language. Kaylee Jones has turned her body as if she's going to hit line on the 2 occasions of cut, and the cut has dropped like a ton of bricks. So sometimes it's just about staying home and not leaving home early, where they got burned on 2 of those plays. Both of them were cut shots. By that rationale, what does Jones and Anderson have to do to win this match? Basically, just keep doing what they're doing. Right now, they're blocking cross court on the Ocean side. That's the left side of your screen on both sides of the net. So they're blocking cross court on the Ocean side, and they're blocking line on the Strand side, which has worked particularly well on this side of the net against the right side hitter. Right side hitter loves that's Griffin-Ruwin. She heavily favors that wrist away. It's her power shot. So, and she more often than not burns the puller who's trying to pull line on that. But so basically, what you do is you pull cross to see if she spins to the defender. The defender who's already on the bait and switch off the 2-block switch, who's waiting anxiously for the 3/4 shot dig. It's a timeout. It's 1 more for the switch. It's a pretty good strategy. Just play a little. We call it wind ball out here. Basically, you're blocking cross court on the ocean side. That's the left side, and line on the Strand side. That's the right side on your TV screen. And there's another ace picking up where they left off. Not getting paid by the hour is Jones and Anderson. And there's a 1 away from the switch. Nice serve out of the middle. Will she go back there? She should. You want to see if they fix that. And they did. Drifter, cross court. Nice dig, 2 hands together. There's the cut again. And what a beautiful dig. And I think Wong has got a problem right now. Wong is staying on base 1 defense, but way too much into the middle of the court. Where she's trying to take both the cut and the line over. And when you're in system, sometimes if you try to take both, you give up both. And at this point, I think she just has to pick one and eat it for the other.
She loves just coming in straight.
There's the cross court, and there's the up and down, and that's their strategy. They strongly believe that anything that goes cut over has to go up and down, and anything that goes up and down. Sydney does a great job walking the ball down, and that ball, she had really good movement, and then it didn't finish. Maybe she gets it, maybe she doesn't. I'd like to see her finish on that. There's the up and down. Kaylee Jones goes line over, and that ball left balloons out of bounds, and the score is now 8-15. Left balloon as in 99. There's a cross-court serve that goes to Haley. Pretty good pass, nobody up. A little bit of a broad jump on that, has to give up the goods. And there's your line, right back at her. There's the 1, there's the up and down. Kaylee Jones's 1, line over. Now the score is 16-9.
Yes, 1 at a time.
Big secret, Jones's legs were a little bit stiff during the warm-ups, but sometimes you run, get rid of that right away. That's ball served wide, and sometimes you got to take the good with the bad. You take the 4 or 5 aces with the 1 miss. Well, that's her second service error, but those are pretty good numbers, 5-2. And something that doesn't show up on paper are the the out of system passes and the shanks that they bring back, they generate down balls and free balls. So the result, 17-9 lead and a ton of momentum. A snowball rolling down the hill, getting bigger as it goes along. There's the line over, and there's the free ball situation. Trying to go over on two, scattered out nicely. On two, wrist away, Doug. Wong. Set in the Griffin, teardrop. Catching them on their heels with a nice up and down shorty. Goes Kara Griffin-Ruwin. Will they go cross court? No, they go line. Kaylee Jones handles that nicely. There's your on two, and up and down over the block, over the dig, and there's a commanding 18-10 switch. Jones with the serve. Trying to finish what she started. There's the up and down. There's a short one and a better adjustment by Wong. There's a dig and another free ball situation. Will she set her again? You better believe it. There's the inside drifter and Kaylee camping out, patrolling the net. Cleans up, and now the score is 19-10. The ball served cross court. They go back to Wong. Wong goes line over, Doug. Kaylee looking for the dig, and then looks like Jones put it over on two, and once again cleaning up, but this time the ball is long. Big smile on her face. She knew she shouldn't have Dumboed it on two, but otherwise pretty dominant match. CSUN in the house, Cal State and Northridge. Noelle with 200 plus victories on her career belt, and I want you guys to appreciate how long you have to be in this game to accumulate 200. Never mind, just to coach 200 matches, never mind win 200. And once again, cleaning up, picking up where she left off. The game, how the match started is how it ends. Winners in this first set in dominant fashion, 21-11, is Jones and Anderson. Yeah. Some of the keys of this match were just basic, something we call wind ball. They're basically blocking cross court on the ocean side on both sides, and line on the strand side. And where Griffin-Ruwin, she loves that wrist away from south to from north to south. So the wrist away plays right into the two block switch. And for her to go line over, that jumbo shrimp has to go significantly high and low, which Haley's done a magnificent job of running down. She's only missed one. That was the story of that first set. Not to mention 6 aces by Kaylee Jones. 6 aces, 2 errors. Ask any coach, they'll take that any day of the week, and twice on Sunday, which, by the way, happens to be today. With me on my right, actually during the switch off, I'm joined by Noelle, Cal Northridge. How you doing?
Great, you?
Cool. How's my volleyball idol, Jeff Stork? Well, there's you too, of course.
He's
I mean,
riding
come on,
away.
we get
He's
that.
riding away.
Yeah. I remember telling you that there are very few human beings I actually get starstruck by. Like, I'm from New York, here in Central Park. You see Madonna walking her dog, maybe you say nothing, or maybe you just wave. You see Jay-Z, but I saw Jeff Stork. I was like, Jeff Stork, oh my God! And he just looked at me like, here we go again. I didn't want to put him on the spot, so I just said, let me just shake your hand. And I think that day I got a picture with him and John Mayer. I was with John Mayer at LMU at the time, so to have both of the Pepperdine alumni.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
So awesome.
Actually, I've never met an idiot from Pepperdine. They're all like these nice guys. Sean Rooney, right? Look
Good
at Sean
guys.
Rooney, who's John Mayer's roommate. Of course, John Mayer.
Good guys.
Right? Yeah. Bob Stavertleak, I mean, right, we're giving away our age, but I go that far back.
All good guys.
Yep. I think they ran a 6'2", him and Stork, Pepperdine. Won an NCAA championship in 1986, ended up playing together in the 88 team, which is arguably the best team ever assembled, I think. Yeah, I think when you beat a Brazilian team that was ahead of the game on the jump serve, and you beat the Soviet Union, which is basically this all-star cast of the other countries, right? All in, and you find a way you win that 4-4. That is a savage team. So a whole lot of good recruits to look at, and I know the NCAA. I don't know what the NCAA is who says we're allowed to send it where we won't, but I can within the rules ask if you're having a good time.
Always.
Yeah. They got me sweet potato fries, so I'm definitely gonna dog on that after this match.
Oh, you're gonna eat.
Yes. Well, the love and how he gave it to me was free of charge. I mean, we're all about love here. The great Jaron Burrito is coaching the Endless Summer Girls, coaching Anderson and Jones, and we have Sand Legs. That's Griffin-Ruwin Wong. Wong's a very good defender, but I think what she's doing right now, she's leaving a little bit early on some of these cuts, and the cut on Kaylee is not something you want to leave early. You know, it's just it drops like a ton of bricks. I'd rather just stay in the cut and wait and see if you could run down the line over. That is if they're going to continue to block her line. First play of the game, and the one-armed bandit doesn't come through, and striking first blood is Jones and Anderson. Whoops. Let's reset all the scores.
Update. Yeah, that's fine.
1-0.
Just started.
Yep. As the ball hits the tape, and there's another ace, and that is 8 aces for the girls of Endless Summer. 5 and 3 respectively, or 3 and 5 respectively from Haley. Haley Anderson looking for a piece of her nail to put on my commentating desk, and that just shows how much I love her.
Good rapport.
In practice, I have to deal with that.
There's the crossover, and that's the play that I got Jaron Barreto on my left, Coach Noel on my right, and that's the play I was thinking the 1 or 2 times they have to eat. They're blocking cross court on the ocean side, which has been very productive. We're wrist away, just out of bounds. Right now they were 2-2 in the pool, and the other team was 4-0. So winning 2-0 is instrumental for tiebreaker head to head.
Huge.
Yeah. Jaron Barreto is I affectionately refer to as the coach, the best coach no one talks about. Some pretty good work with Clays and Sponsor last year. Had him on my tube cast, him and Jeff Alzina, and just mind blowing. I mean, the 38 minutes that we were on there paled to comparison to the hour and 20 minutes we spent talking about coaching off the camera, which we thought was a waste. I mean, it was a useless waste of our time.
But really,
yeah.
Ace.
Yep, there's an ace. Yep, and that's her. That's 6 aces.
Whoa.
Going basically, going to Oceanside.
Ooh.
A nice mixture of shorties too. Yeah. And there's the 4-3 switch, or 3-4 switch. Yeah, she's gotten a lot of races going position 1-1 or zone 1-1 from Ocean Strand.
Smart.
These ladies have made an active decision to go after just Kaylee, and now they might make the adjustment and play a little Mother Nature ball. Who knows?
Ooh.
And Kaylee, once again, commits the cardinal sin. She does a shot or a shot on 2 where she doesn't use her peripheral vision or both eyes. As their coach, who's doing the best he can to remain idle. I think it's 4 up, right? One of the things I taught them is never do a shot on 2 unless it's something you see in your peripheral or both eyes. The exception to the rule is power, because power is good things happen when you hit the crap out of it. But The first time she dodged a bullet, but that one she lost the point. And cleaning up on that is Jones on the line over, and now the score is 5-4. At least for now, restoring order. So, what group of girls do you have as far as a freshman class coming in so far? Does it look? I mean, does it look strong? Or I'm sorry, I'll rephrase the question. From sophomores to juniors, what does it look like on your roster?
Strong on the defensive end.
Nice, good. Yeah. And there's the cut again. Her leaving, an example of her leaving home early on that. Yeah. So strong on the back row defensive end. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Once again, on my right, ladies and gentlemen, Coach Noel, celebrated coach as far as wins and is concerned, and the TLC and how she does it.
Approaches.
Yeah.
Approaches our job.
Yeah.
How we approach our job.
Yeah, definitely. Well, one of my favorite lines is they don't pay me to care, and that's one of those things I always love saying about you.
Or you say as a coach, they don't care how much you know until they know how much you care.
Yeah. Cool. Hey, listen, if you guys decide to use that, make sure you cite her as your source. Don't be out there stealing lines, people. I'll come after you. Ball's dug, pretty easy dig, a little over the top, and inside set, she decides to go hard and heavy on a nice follow through in her wrist, and now once again doubled up, 8-4.
Some warmth. You're good.
They said there'd be a little bit of a temperature drop today, but I think it has something to do with just it being overcast, right?
Oh, I was gonna say.
Overcast and desert weather means colder, right?
For sure.
Learn the hard way. I also learned the hard way, like in New York, it's not cold. I'm just not dressing like a New Yorker in it.
It's
I just like if I'm cold, how about I wear some sleeves for a change?
Dress for the bitterness.
Yeah. It's 5-8, and there goes the cross-court serve, and it's handled perfectly by Haley. Haley wasn't really sure about that, didn't necessarily get a call, and that's what they scouted against and let it happen. One of the things Kaylee Jones before the match was told to make sure she stays at the net because of the drifter. Wind at her back. Mm-hmm. Right now, some of these in-system sets drift. I won't say 50-50, but like close enough where we just forget the call and just put hands on it,
Playing the wind game.
Yep.
Gotta win in the wind.
It's time to go to Haley. Haley goes line, and
Tape's her friend.
oh boy, the tape is her friend. Santa Monica, and that's what's written on the tape. Santa Monica and her are kissing cousins. Scores 9-6, and what a nasty drop. Line jumps, that is in. Sandhopper, and speaking of aces, right? We've now reached double digits. We're at 11 right now.
For the match.
Yeah, 11 for the match. Never mind the set. That's right, like three or four for the set. And there's the pull, and that's what Kaylee thought she'd get. And to say that Haley's tripping figuratively or literally would be an understatement. Girl, you are tripping. It's one of my least favorite things as a coach. I'm like, you better crawl or something. Don't be just falling down.
I was gonna say, not for lack of effort, right?
Yeah, exactly. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad there's some humor in this.
Gotta find it, right?
Yes. I've been highly critical of the AVP commentating because, like, Kevin Barnett is like one of my favorite indoor commentators. I get a true education from like player bios and this and his sentiment and how he feels about rule changes. I love listening to that guy, but I don't know what kind of marching orders he had. Maybe he was told to try to show more of a personal side, and maybe he thinks his personal side is funny. And I know he might be listening to this, but he's not funny. He's not funny. So it's one of those things where I'm just having a hard time, and maybe it's me. Maybe I just need to warm up to it, And I hope no one takes this personally, like I'm attacking a volleyball player with volleyball. It's just and hopefully I if people are listening to me and they want to turn the mute button on, I'd like to know why too. I can take it,
Absolutely.
But man, having you here, it's awesome. 13-7.
Another ace.
Yep. I lost count. I actually have. I'm actually, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you listening, I don't have a. I'm doing my own stats. I'm doing my own stunts and I'm doing my own stats, and I think that's 13.
Is it?
Not just on score, but I think that's 13 aces. I think Kaylee had it was 8. It was 8 the first set,
Wow.
and I think you and I can concede that they at least have 5 this set. And there's a 14-7, and there's a timeout. It's called, and there's a switch. 2022. Yeah. Yep. She's a junior now. Oh, the other one. Yeah, Kelly, 20, junior this year. So whatever that, however that works out.
One serving.
I think it's 21 because he's a junior now.
Thank you.
My math sucks, dude.
Thank you.
That's cool. That's all right. You just challenged me. I had to do some math. Yeah, so one of the things I was, the reason why I'm so starstruck from Jeff Stork is because as an indoor player, I'm left-handed.
Yep.
I'm 6'1", but my wingspan's 6'8". When someone told me to switch from outside here to the set, I was overseas, and there's a timeout, scores 15-7. When I was playing overseas, someone said I should set. I watched videos of him. Because you always want some, not always, but you kind of want to see someone that has like a similar body type, that has long arms, that you can emulate, and that's enjoyed some success. And I mean, some success. It's a gold medal and a bronze in '92. So,
But really,
didn't get. I was at the Olympics in '92, and I didn't get a chance to meet him.
he's so humble.
Yeah, he
So
is.
humble.
Yep. I got to meet Bob Stavertli. I got to meet a lot of the Brazilian teams because I was only there for a day. I was there long enough to watch the USA play Japan, and that was a crazy match. Jeff Samuelson got 2 yellows, which should have been a red. Japan had match point. It was the 4th set, and it should have been the game.
Yeah, Baldy got mad.
Yeah, but they thought it was a different set, so they let the match continue. USA came back and won the 5th sets. Timmins had 50 kills. Norichi Nagagaichi had 51 because it's side out back then. You could do that. And then the Olympic Committee voted 18-0 to give the victory to Japan because they're right, they should have won. So to show support for Bob Samuelson because he didn't have like hair, he was bald, no eyebrows or whatever, the whole team shaved their head just to show their support. So when I came back to Germany, from Barcelona, I went back to Germany and I was watching the game on TV. I'm like, oh, cool. He's got Servertlik's got a haircut. I'm like, oh, cool. Wait, wow. Jeff Stork's got a haircut. And then they showed the side shot, like the whole shot. And I'm like, the whole damn team's bald. Steve Timmins got rid of the spike, So I was like, wow, cool. And then it goes to 5 sets against Canada, and I'm like, dude, please don't lose. You're gonna go home.
Side out scoring.
Yeah, but you're gonna go home with a loss and ball. Please win this game. It's 5 sets, and then the next match is 5 sets, and I'm like, you guys are making me nervous. All right, we're back from the timeout, and yes, what is the most important serve? The one after the timeout, and that is Noelle. See you later. Hey, good luck. Have fun out here, ladies and gentlemen. The woman with the plan. Coach Noelle. Score is 15-8, and that's a little bit of a shank, and Kaylee wasn't sure if she could get it. Changed her mind. There's a dig, looking for 9. There's a block. Nice cover. Back set, and man, talk about deserve what you got on that one. Score is 9-15. And there's a call, and there's a bit of a staring contest, and now we have to wait to see what the call is. Don't you hate when everybody looks at each other and sees love? Courtside, I have Hope, which is a 4-letter word, but also the name of a very good volleyball player. And the girl I've been calling Riley for the last month and a half, her name is Emily. Consummate supermodel and volleyball player. Wow, position 1 serve, there's an ace, and they close the gap within 5. The score is 10-15. Casey Wong with the serve. Casey Wong goes cross court, handled nicely by Haley. There's the up and down. Haley cross court. There's a dig, looking for a down ball, a free ball opportunity. She walks the dog to the end of the line, and the leash is out of bounds.
The schools that came to get noticed
Score is
today,
16-10.
so you guys can keep track in case you want to send them emails.
Winners of the first set in convincing fashion.
State.
All the girls on the other side of the net. That's the girl at the net. That's Kaylee Jones, her partner, who just served Haley Anderson. That's Wong, up and down, over the top.
University of Northridge.
Sandhopper, and now we're one away from the switch. The score is 11-16.
Hope International University.
A little bit of a conference
Vanguard. Santa Clara.
as Kara Griffin-Ruwin goes to serve.
The Masters.
Once again, the ladies of Sandlegs Volleyball Club goes cross court. What a beautiful pass. Recreating her string out of the middle. Wrist away, wrist away, wrist away. There's a nice little shorty cut, and the switch is 17-11. 4 points away from securing this set, securing the match 2-0, and possibly finishing first in pool, because if both teams finish 4-2 like I think they are head-to-head, is the priority matchup, and they'll win pool. There's a little bit of a shank, but brought back by Wong, and there's the shorty, and still churning her legs backwards on that is Kaylee Jones, and the score is 12-7.
Come on up. We've got the dates of the California events on the backside. And then, of course, we're in several different states. We're in 4 locations in Florida, Arizona, Texas.
This game is brought to you by Breakwater Shades
Colorado,
and the Option Volleyball Podcast. A little bit of a luft balloon. Once again, that ball sails out of bounds, and now the gap is closed 13-17.
Gold and silver divisions today will be our bid winners across the board, first through third. They will earn
Nice outside set, and Kaylee Jones goes up and down. It's a free ball situation, looking for 14. There's the block. Over on one, and lived to fight another play on that one, I suppose, and now the score is 14-17.
Bids go out every 3 weeks, so you can get signed up. So good luck to everybody, and we hope you all win a bid. If you don't, there may be a location near you.
Wow, there's a pretty good serve. Set out of the middle, tight, and a little lazy on that cut. I'd like to see her jump as if she's going to go power. 15-17, and between this point and the next, they better think about a timeout. And good non-call. That's why they're on the court and I'm not.
Don't forget, take a picture with Carmen the Cow, tag us, and you'll make our
Ball to
story.
position 4.
Love reposting
Handled
everybody.
okay. In and out on that. And there's your line over. Nice, smooth play. I think Kaylee touched it on a block. I think she had to go. And there's your line. There's your wrist away. And there's your drop. 16-18. A little bit of, once again, a little bit of a wind left to right on your TV screen. And doesn't seem like any diagonal integrity. Looks like a straight shot. So no clear-cut advantage. A little bit of a J-hook on that pass, but handled okay. And right down the middle goes Haley. Splits the defenders. There's your switch. The score is 9-6. Ideal switch for the girls of Endless Summer, who are 2 away.
College Coaches Clinic. This one sold out, so June 6th and 7th is the next one up. We already got sign-ups for it. If you or your friends want to play, get signed up ASAP, because we do fill it fast. As you can see, we have limited space, and we will not be adding any more courts. So first come, first
2 away from winning the match. Jones and Anderson. There's a short serve with the same result. That's how somewhere in the beginning of the set started. Kaylee Jones with 4 service errors, however, 8 aces. Once again, it's a stat we'll take any day of the week. Nice pass on a very competitive serve. Cross-court ball's dug. Looking for the point? Not yet. Kaylee, a little bit of a lazy lay and pray on that dig. Looking to get to 18. Wong. Cross-court, dug. They go to Anderson. Anderson, dug. Who's going to blink first? Tight set. Got it! 18-19. I'd like a nice timeout here, maybe. And volleyball maturity takes over. Timeout is called by Jones and Anderson. Pretty good comeback by the girls of Sand Lakes.
Come up and check out Breakwater Shades, our official shade sponsor.
Oh, once again, one of the things I said they had to do to play well, to play better this match, they had to take care of first hit, and I think though the aces are still there, they've done a good job of the stuff that doesn't show up on paper, meaning the shanks, some of these balls that they have to bring back out of system back in.
Dad, can you go some water in this, please?
Okay, we're 1 point away from starting playoffs in 16 years.
Hey, Dane!
We are waiting on court 5,
Yeah.
so as soon as it's done,
Come sit. Dane! Oh, I'll ask him later. Joined by the great Jan Barreto. What'd you tell him during the timeout?
Just stay disciplined and show block on the transition. And instead of not showing block, it's an easy point for everything. So let's see if they listen.
All right, score is 19-18. Will she just put it in? Or will she go for it? That's actually a pretty good serve, but Haley's been handling good serves all day, and there's your cut. Gets them to 20. Match point opportunity number 1. So let's see if I'm going to get with Dane before he leaves. Hopefully this serve goes in. Serve out of the middle. Recreating a string out of the middle. There's a down ball situation to go to Haley. Haley for the match. Jumbo out of bounds. Got a whole bunch of good bars.
Go, Casey. Go. I'm gonna get tank score.
That's 21-19. Almost in anticlimactic fashion. Those are your winners. 2-0, and now first in pool. For all of you at home, for all of you on your Starbucks iPad, I'm Jason DeBea. Stay with us. There's more to come.